Welcome back to the treasure pit, ladies and gentlemen, where we're digging through the endless abyss of Steam indie games, trying to find something fun for you all to play.
Digging through the steaming pile.
Tonight's catch is a game called Clawfish.
And I was the one to play it.
Yeah, Dylan got to play this one.
Because I saw it and I was like, this looks interesting.
45? Yeah, half hour, 45 minutes, something like that is what we played. This game came out on June 11th. So, again, just shy of a month old. Pretty simple game. You do claw machines and catch fish.
Yes, that's really it. And admire the scenery.
Yeah.
It's kind of just a chillin' vibe game, not a...
Yeah, let's go ahead and dig into our groups, I guess.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Release all the fish and get on the train. Okay.
So, welcome to the ocean. It's very Studio Ghibli right here.
It's 31 fish.
If you've ever seen Spirited Away, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
This is very appealing.
Yeah, it's already very pretty. I like the bright colors and the toon shading.
Oh God! We're drowning!
What are you, a baby?
Oh, okay.
Can you jump? What was that?
I can jump! Holy shit! What else can I do? Can I punch? Holy hell, this is sensitive.
You want to try it with keyboard and mouse?
Let's see. Oh, okay, I could... What?
Oh, you can skip something. You got an achievement for doing that.
Made a ripple.
I love it.
Okay, beautiful. So already, a little bit of an exploration element to it. Very sensory, experience.
8 secret fish.
Have you been on the boat yet? I love a good rowboat.
The seagull's tight, dude. I think this is what it's like after you die.
Yeah. We're in the afterlife right now, and all you can do is fish. I'm all right with that.
Well, we're not even fishing, we're releasing fish. Yeah, this game's gonna be motion sickness when you're out running around. If I get that little jam again.
Oh, you will.
Oh.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, it's more coins.
Oh,
It's
God.
an annoying mechanic.
Yeah.
I gotta say.
I mean, it's right there, but just how many fish do I gotta get here,
I mean,
bro?
I guess it's more realistic that way, right?
Yeah.
Man, I can't look at the screen.
That's a bucket, but it's dirt.
Like, this is really getting to me.
I love it.
Well, I guess a flower pot is kind of a dirt bucket, so.
Flower pot.
This game gets a 0 out of 5 from me.
All right,
literally
While
made
you're
me
already
sick.
here, just do
No,
the machine.
no.
Let's talk about the graphics first.
So,
Why don't we? I got a mouthful about this one.
oh boy. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
This game made me fucking motion sick. Okay? I don't know why. We started playing it and I was like, okay, this looks beautiful. Nice cell shaded graphics, kind of low poly, got a lot of bright colors.
Oh yeah,
shaders
the palette
are
is beautiful. I love this game.
gorgeous. Lots of oranges and blues, and I love it. After just a couple minutes of Dylan playing this, I was ready to puke my guts out. I could sit here and I could watch Dylan do the claw machine just fine, not a problem at all, but as soon as he starts walking around the docks, immediately my stomach was like, nope, you're not supposed to be here.
How much caffeine have you had today?
I've had like 1 energy drink.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty low for
I was
this.
wondering if
less than usual.
It might be caffeine related anyway. So I guess disclaimer, maybe you're like Chris and you might get motion fishness.
Motion fishness. Yeah.
I thought this game was very pretty. But there's not a lot to it. You're on this tiny little archipelago that kind of looks like the same drop-off station that is in like Spirited Away, because you come off of this like train.
Yeah, you mentioned that earlier. That's a good.
Yeah,
I like that.
And I thought that was very cute. Like, it's just a very clean-looking little game, but there's really not much more to say. You can get in a boat, you can drive around a little bit, you can look at all the various like bits and baubles that are in these sheds and things.
Some
and then of
notes
course,
to read.
Yeah, some little bits and quips about the fish.
We'll say, as small as the gameplay area was, it did seem to be pretty well fleshed out. There were a lot of things to look at, and
it was comforting. It was a very comforting game, and I think that's what's going to be the major takeaway by the end of it. But
I'm not very comfortable.
I know.
I don't really have much else to add. I mean, I thought the game looked good. It didn't make me sick, so this is just a him problem, or maybe some of you. I don't know, but I like the way it looks. It's basic. There's not a whole lot of detail there.
I give it a 4 for what we have. It's polished. It's pretty. It's appealing.
I'll give it a 4 for the art style as well.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna go 3
Were you?
No, it's perfectly
because like
fine.
it looks good, but it's just, I mean,
It's lacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, there could be more. It's like we got a vertical slice of a game, and we'll go more into that by the end. But
Sure.
yeah, so I give it a 4. He gives it a 3, and he gives it a 4.
Yeah.
Controls.
Controls.
Yeah,
you played it.
I'm the one who played it. It's simple. We had to swap to a keyboard and mouse because playing with a controller was a nightmare.
Barely touch the stick and it would just jerk.
When I would barely touch the stick, it would jerk.
Yeah.
It would just shoot off into space.
So the game does have controller support.
It does.
So
It's-
technically, you can play it with a controller. It's from
a
the
little
get-go,
janky.
though. It's pretty obvious that it's meant to be played
Yeah.
with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah, because it's not really optimized for controller support.
We found that there is a sensitivity option in the settings.
But it was so low, I don't
Yeah.
know if it was necessarily going to help us.
We had it. It was set at basically as low as it can go, and it was still pretty touchy with those analog sticks. So
When he was using the controller, that's the only time that I started to feel a little like, ugh, like I don't
Yeah.
like to look at it because it was just so sensitive and
Controls, there's really not much. You just move around, and then it's when you go to the claw machines, which is the main part of the game, you're moving a claw around like you would, any typical claw game. But it changes every time you play each one. There's like a claw machine that like automatically drops down. I mean,
yeah,
I don't
the
know how
three
to-
claw machines we did were very slightly different.
yeah, only very slightly different.
yeah, really not
Yeah.
a whole lot to talk about.
No,
not a lot
not-
of controls here.
There's not a whole lot of control to anything. I mean, it was nice to walk around and look at all the bits and baubles.
Yeah.
It seemed like you had some trouble with the boat a little bit. But
Yeah, the boat's kind of hard to control.
Yeah.
It's a little hard.
Were
at the same-
you? I meant to ask while we were doing it earlier, but I was trying to not
is a
fall off the
slow-paced
face of the
game.
earth.
Yeah.
With the boat, when you got in it, like, were you controlling where you would go, or did you just get in and it would just like take you to the next dock and then
no,
you
no,
just
no,
got
no.
off?
I could absolutely control it.
Oh, okay.
It's very slow. Kind of hard to back up and move.
I gotcha.
Yeah, you move it with the WASD
Okay.
keys.
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 How would you rate the controls 1 to 5? We just.
I'm gonna say a 3. It's not good or bad. It's appropriate to what it is,
Yeah.
but that's it. It's a 3.
I'll just agree, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, I
like
mean,
I said,
I
we
was-
didn't play it, so
I was gonna say 5, just because. I mean,
They work properly.
They're so simple. Like, how can you fuck them up?
Well, you fuck them up by sensitivity being all funky, but
Yeah.
at the
Well,
same
you know-
time, it changed by the time I swapped to a mouse.
Yeah,
so
the game was pretty clear that hey,
I'm
idiot.
docking my points for poor controller support.
Whatever. Yeah,
Maybe.
that's fine. We'll give it a 3. Story. Can we?
we're gonna skip that 'cause there's really not a story.
No, there's not. I think this is just a tiny vertical slice of life kind of game.
I think this is hell.
We tried to make a story out of it. It's like, are we in purgatory? Are we in hell?
It was kind of fun doing that.
Gosh, I don't really understand. We got a little bit of dialogue at the very beginning.
Yeah, you got to talk to a bird.
Yeah, even before that, when we were getting off the train, there was a little bit of text, and then we talked
Yeah.
to the bird a lot. The bird has a lot to say.
The bird did have a lot to say, but none of it
You skipped
very...
over half of it.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
even
I
think we
did.
exhausted all of his dialogue, did we?
I didn't mean to. I effed up a couple
Well,
of
the
times.
last couple times he talked to me, he said that's all I have to say. So I don't know if
Oh.
that was because we caught all the fish, or because he exhausted
Maybe-
it and then.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the case. Maybe you're supposed... Like, maybe we were supposed to catch some fish and then talk to him in between.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe.
I doubt it.
It could have been.
Seemed like he was just trying to tell you like things you could do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't really care about anything he had to say anyway.
I just tried to see if there was more to this game, and in terms of story, dialogue, things like that, like quirky little written game.
Yeah, I guess there was some. They try to have some humor in
Yeah,
like
a
the
little
fish
bit.
descriptions.
Exactly, but they weren't like descriptive. They were like single sentence quips about the fish.
You go talk to I forget his name, but the owl in Animal Crossing, and give him a fish, and he'll give you a little bit of education
Yeah.
on it.
But
Blathers.
Blathers usually gives you a lot.
And this
compared.
was just like, this fish is venomous, stripey boy.
Yeah.
That's it. Which I mean,
That really was probably a description.
Yeah.
I don't feel
like-
like we can really score the story just because there isn't one. This is a
Yeah.
game that's just
So that
vibe.
means
It's
I
not
would
really a story-driven.
0 out of 5.
Trash.
Well, then what would you say then compared to that?
What do you mean?
I mean, he's got a 0. I'm going with
I was kidding.
no,
You were
but
saying, I'm just saying you can't score it because there is no story. It's
Yeah.
just
that's what I'm saying. It's
so
like
I'm not going to give it a score.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 2.
So yeah, technically 0.
I'm gonna give it a 2 for keeping my attention with just little quips, but that's a 2. That's
All right.
That's a 10.
Music and sounds. This is where the game scores the highest for me. I thought the music was great.
Yeah.
I
Good
love
vibes.
the little jingles and stuff whenever you catch the fish. when
yeah,
you were-
best
Yeah,
part.
we vibe.
yeah.
Catch
We
the
vibe to
fish
that.
jingle, especially the
Absolutely.
first machine.
You catch a fish, you catch a vibe.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was cute.
The splash sound effects we thought were kind of weird.
Something
as
about
you
it,
were-
I was just. It was like too splashy, if
Yeah.
that makes sense.
That's, I mean, I guess I
Yeah.
don't know.
I don't know.
Hey, I mean, we're rating sound effects over here. We
This
got
is
to
true.
be.
This is true.
That's like the only sound effect I recall being.
Yeah.
A lot of fish sounds and splashing and
Yeah. The music was.
which that is fish sounds.
Fish don't really make
just-
sounds.
Yeah,
Besides-
they just splash.
I was gonna say whales, but they're mammals.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you caught a fish?
Funny.
Anyways, distractions.
Yep. So
I'll just give the music a 5. I mean, 4.
Yeah.
5. 5.
I'll give it a 4.
4 out of 5. The splashes were too splashy.
4 to 5.
I really think this is just a game for you to just feel.
There are 3 claw machines. You just go up to the claw machines and catch 5 or 6 fish, and then you're done.
No,
some people
you
just-
also have to find the buckets.
Yeah, there's a couple of buckets. You empty those out, and then you just get sick the whole time.
I
Yeah,
feel
but
like
I mean that's sometimes the appeal of certain games to people.
Getting sick? No.
Just vibing,
Oh, God.
vibing. You know, sometimes a game is just a vibe.
I feel like we have to mention the price because I feel like
Well,
what the
that's
gameplay
appropriate.
is versus how much you paid for it. So it's a $3 game.
It's a $3
I don't
game.
think it's even. There's some free games that are probably better than this.
Yeah, I can
Probably.
agree
To
with
be
that.
honest,
Yeah,
if you really were gunning it, you could beat this in like 10 minutes.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
all you're doing is catching some. Like this is not something I'm gonna come back to.
But it's still dirt cheap. I mean,
I
Yeah.
personally, and I mentioned that on a serious note, when we started, I wanted to know what happened when you got all 31 fish. Is there more? Like, is there another island you go
Yeah.
to? But very, very quickly, I got bored enough that I didn't care anymore.
yeah,
I would have, if it were just me playing this on my own time, and I'm being completely serious here. Like, if I were just playing it, barring the motion sickness and all this other stuff, I would have gotten bored and turned it off
Yeah.
after probably the first claw machine.
I feel like this should have became more. Like that's more the takeaway that I've got here. Like
maybe throw in
I
some
like-
puzzles.
This is like a piece of a game, and I really like that piece. But I want it to be full. I want it to be a full thing. And it's like, yeah, you got $3 and you got that piece, you got that slice of cake, and you like that cake, but you kind of want to know the experience of the rest of it. Actually, no, that's a bad analogy.
So the rest of the cake's gonna taste the same.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I guess if you are just trying to chill and just vibe or whatever, then it's probably fine.
But there's
I guess it's really up to your discretion of,
Yeah.
if this is something that you would be like, I could chill with this for 30 minutes,
yeah.
give the guy $3, whatever.
But if it changed every time, that would be also kind of cool too.
yeah.
That's something you could do right there. If you're gonna do a $3 game and you want replayability at all, like introduce some different mechanics. I don't know.
Replayability, that's a good thing. And this has none of that.
And,
Yeah,
but
unfortunately.
also in the description it says take some time to relax by the water.
Yeah, so
And like, I get that. I think they only meant for this to just be a small little sliver. It was their chance to make something interesting. And they just didn't feel like putting too much time into it. And they were like, I'm happy with this. And I'm going to ask for $3.
Probably just a little
yeah,
hobby
maybe.
thing.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, maybe
it's-
David just made this in his spare time, and he was like,
Yeah.
It's
And
gorgeous.
it's very pretty.
It looks very pretty.
Yeah, it's well put together. It's just a slice.
What would you rate it?
I would rate it, if I could do a point value, I'd do a 3.5. It has the potential to go further. I think David should go further on this game.
yes, David, you have the potential to
Because it's already good looking. Just
do a
make
lot
a
with
full game
what you
with
got
this.
going here.
Yeah.
I hate to be an asshole, but I have to give it a 1 because I literally could not enjoy myself because of the motion sickness issue.
And that's totally fine because
I wish I knew what was causing that while we were playing, because looking at pictures of the games and like before I started getting sick when I was watching, it's beautiful. It is a beautiful game.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's, if this was just like, I don't know, it's a good vibe, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it was well done.
Yeah.
It's something about the motion sickness thing. I literally could not enjoy it.
When you said, I wish you would have
was a fish.
finished up as a fish.
I'd like to see some other games from this dude.
Yeah, I would like to
see
see
if they
him
make
do
you sick.
more.
Yeah.
Like, I would support it.
Because I feel like he's got some good vibes.
I hope you continue.
Yeah.
Truthfully. But as it is, yeah, this is a pretty bare bones experience. While very polished, it is a bare bones experience.
But it could be for
That-
you for
yeah.
$3 if you want to just vibe with some fish for a little bit.
Exactly.
So
So yeah, $3. It's not an investment. It's just there.
Yeah. If you're the type that's just gonna like chill and hang out by your fish
Yeah,
tank,
look at all
or
the
aquarium,
plants, all
then
the fish, and
hell yeah, and do
Yeah.
it by all means.
so that's it.
For me, fish are icky, so
I love them. They are beautiful.
that's all the time we have for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This has been Clawfish.
Goodbye.
See you guys.